Is the 1922 original Nosferatu film any good? And is it better than the current 2024 remake? I mean, it's alright. Watching this was a bit of a weird one. I've never seen a silent film before. Going into it, I was like, okay, there's going to be no dialogue. It's just going to be complete silent. Duh. The film had a very good sense of pacing overall. Yep, the first act, this is Hooter. This is what he wants to do. This is his wife. This is the estate agent, not who he works for. The second act of him going to the castle, meeting Count Orlok. And then the third act, Count Orlok kind of wreaking havoc. It was cool to watch something like that, but it wasn't really for me. It got a little boring at times. It's one of those films where I feel like it only really appeals to a particular type of person. Someone who's really into silent films, they might love it, or your grandparents, because they'd be able to appreciate it because of the time period it came out in, if they're still alive, that is.
My nan's dead, so that don't matter.
And also there's like a couple of technical things that took me out of the film as well. Now, so when Count Orlok comes out at night, the shots are very clearly shot during the day. When he's meant to be a vampire and he gets affected by the day, it's just like, oh, it kind of takes you out of that experience. But interestingly enough, I read that the nighttime shots had a blue tint added in the editing process to make it look like it's shot at night. But when I was watching this on Amazon Prime, it was all completely in black and white, so there was no version of that. But apparently there's different versions of the film that exist in the black and white version and this like original blue tinted version. I guess you can't really blame the original art because you're not really watching it as it's intended to have been made. If you're into vampires and everything and you've already seen Nosferatu, then I'd probably recommend watching it because you might be able to kind of appreciate how far filmmaking has come. Or if you watch it and you find it a bit, do you know what, it's a bit boring, then I can completely understand that as well.